What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're struggling with this boss fight in Act 2 with Gerringothe Thorm, I got some tips for you. Maybe help you out, make it a little bit easier. This is one of the just optional fights in the game. It's not a main fight or nothing. You'll discover her in Act 2. She can be a little troublesome because some of the mechanics might not be that apparent. And, your main character is going to get one-shotted a lot, and it's really weird. So let's explain it for you. Basically, you can talk to her or whatever, and you'll start a fight. You examine her, and it'll tell you can break off pieces of her armor, or if there was a way, to keep the gold, to get the gold, which kind of makes you think, what do I got to do? Well, the trick is you got to kill the little visages, the little skulls that are floating around. For each one you kill, it'll take off like 100 of her hit points. She has 600 hit points, which when you first see her, you're kind of in shock and awe that there's that many hit points on a monster in the game. But, I think the highest you've seen until then is like maybe 300. So it's kind of like, whoa, how do I do this? Well, that's the quick and easy way. The way you're kind of designed to do the fight. Kill the skulls, take them out, and each time her maximum hit points will decrease. So just ignore her, don't attack her. Focus on getting the skulls, taking them out, which can be a little bit easier said than done to an extent. She does have a one-shot attack that will kill your main character. There's really no way to avoid that. I thought it was based on the gold you were carrying on your character when you were playing, but it's not based on the gold you're carrying. It's more so based on, I believe, the amount of gold you've picked up. I don't even know if it's based on any of that. I think it's just a one-shot move that happens to your main character. But that's the only character I've seen her do it to. She's never done it to any of my companions or nothing. She'll do like a whip or summon halberds or other things, towards them. But she'll do that one-hit attack on the main character for whatever reason. So it can be misleading. You can think like, wow, this boss is really strong. Like, it can just one-shot my whole party individually. But that's not the case. Now, the skulls, they will start to evade you and get way more hit-and-run tactics on you once you take out a couple of them, or right away in some cases. And it can be frustrating, especially when they have access to the roof and they can fly. They'll hit you and run up to the roof, and then you're expected to chase after them, and that can be very difficult if you don't have a way to teleport. Like with Misty Step. Misty Step's probably the way I would recommend to get teleporting. Make sure you have a couple guys with that ability, that skill. Very useful to chase them down because, yeah, they're just going to come in AoE and run away. Now, that's pretty much the basics of the fight. Take out the skulls. As you can see, her armor breaks off. Her maximum hit points go down. Once you defeat 6 skulls, 5 or 6, maybe it's 5, she'll be down to 6 hit points, and you just smack her once and she's done, easily defeated. Now, there are a couple tricks for those of you that want to talk through the battle. Basically, you can talk to her and agree to give her gold. Give her, I think it's about 6,000 gold, and she will give you a special item. And then, if you want your gold back, you just commence this battle right here. So that's one tactic. The other one is, you come in, you give her some gold, and then you get some unique dialogue that you got to kind of go through, but you can persuade her and convince her that you're there to replace her. And once you get all that dialogue through and convince her that you're her replacement, she just explodes and is no longer existent. And you don't have to fight her. So those are the other ways to kind of get around the fight that I'm aware of. There might be more. This game, Baldur's Gate, is a very open-ended game. There's so many ways to approach every situation. You guys might know something that I don't know. So let me know if you do. If there's anything I missed, because there probably is. But this fight really isn't that bad. It can just be a little overwhelming and mislead people at the beginning. But as long as you're willing to, just let your main character drop all the time and have to constantly pick them back up. Because if you keep them down, the problem with that is you're not going to have another target for the boss. I guess you're kind of using your main character as a shield, but you don't want it to keep summoning all these halberds. There's already 2 that I have. I've seen, it can do 3, 4. I don't even know how many it can do, but that's just more stuff to take out your guys while they're chasing down all the skulls. So do try to keep your main character alive. Do try to keep them going. And you'll probably finish the battle, As long as you have mobility on your side, it'll take you maybe about 8 minutes to do the battle. It's not really that big of a deal. But like I said, if you don't know the mechanics, or you're not really catching what's going on, it can be a little overwhelming and kind of frustrating. So hopefully this video helped some people out, helped you understand how the battle works, some of the mechanics, and hopefully it's helpful. If you got any questions or comments, like I said, drop them down below. I'll try to help you in the battle a little bit, explain some things that maybe I didn't talk about here. And if you got anything I missed, let me know down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later guys. Peace out. Have a good one.